From Nutrien Ag Solutions, I'm Senior Meteorologist Andrew Pritchard with your Canadian Prairie weather story for Monday, August 26th, 2024. We've got showers and storms early this week. We'll talk about those moving through the area here Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. A shot of cooler air falls in behind that storm system. Feel that especially across western portions of the Prairie. Calgary, Edmonton, you'll see your high temperatures here go from the mid-20s Monday and Tuesday to the middle teens on Wednesday. After that, will be dry, quiet late week as a ridge of high pressure builds into the area. We'll see warmth return, drier conditions for the last half of the week into the weekend. We'll look at the satellite picture here, infrared, as we get the day started on Monday morning. We're kind of between systems here. We had one move through several days ago, brought some showers and storms, kind of dropped the heat and humidity slightly across the region. We've got another area of low pressure that's going to be lifting in here, and then some flow off to the west across the Pacific Ocean. We'll watch this all kind of come together over the next 3 to 4 days, giving us some activity, some cooler temperatures, and then some quiet weather on the backside. So again, the radar here Monday morning, not a lot going on across the Prairie. Peace River, Grand Prairie, seeing some showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder over there on the early part of the morning here. And then areas south of the 49th here, south of Estevan, down into Montana and North Dakota, seeing some shower and thunderstorm activity here on Monday morning as well. Those temperatures, like I said, a little bit cooler here to start off the week in the single digits to the mid-teens, with much of the hotter weather, the lower 20s to middle 20 morning temperatures here now across the upper Midwest, parts of the northern plains. And as we look at the last 7 days of precipitation, some corridors of heavier rain across western and north central Alberta. That was what we kind of talked about last week. Peace River, Edmonton, that area down to Calgary, seeing the chance for some more repeated rounds of showers and storms. And then we had another corridor across southeast Saskatchewan into south central portions of Manitoba, where we saw 50 millimeters or more of precipitation from some heavy rain, some thunderstorms, and some severe weather across parts of southeastern Saskatchewan as we go back to kind of Tuesday, Wednesday of last week. Now we'll look at the pattern here. This is what we've got going on. The ridge of high pressure that brought all the heat being kind of pushed off to the east just slightly here by kind of three disjointed upper level lows. As I hit play on this, we'll animate over the next several days. You watch the system over here across the Pacific and the Gulf of Alaska. That's going to be swinging in here as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the one that brings the showers and storms. This little bowling ball that just comes kind of sweeping through. So we kind of push this disorganized stuff out of here. We get that trough moving through midweek. And then on the backside, that's when we're going to see some cooler temperatures come in briefly before that ridge of high pressure kind of builds back in. We'll start to see the warmer, drier conditions across the region this weekend into early next week. Jet stream flow along with this. Again, a lot of the flow right now kind of exiting the area. We'll see quieter conditions aloft as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours. So as we get into kind of Tuesday, you start to see this trough, this upper level low blasting into southern Alberta, then making its way across Saskatchewan into Manitoba as we get into Thursday night. So it makes a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday journey across the region. Then we just have this northwesterly flow on the backside. This brings in that shot of cooler, drier air, some quieter conditions across the region, especially as that ridge of high pressure kind of builds in over the weekend. And then we'll start to reorganize, start to talk about another push of jet stream flow as we get into kind of mid to late next week. So it's going to be rather quiet as we go through the very last days of August into the first few days, maybe first week of September. Now, here's the European AI forecast system, the precipitation forecast. Again, dry for us on our Monday. We'll start to see showers and storms moving in across Alberta as we get into the late part of the day, Tuesday into Wednesday. This is now kind of late Wednesday into Thursday, and then this area of low pressure exits Thursday into Friday. Maybe some lingering showers on the backside late Friday into Saturday, perhaps across parts of the weekend. A cooler, cloudier, showery weekend across parts of the areas here before we see that warmer, drier air start to build into the area again over the back half of the weekend into early next week. Total precipitation, parts of western, southern Alberta into south central Saskatchewan, the opportunity to get up to an inch of rain here, anywhere from 20 to 30 millimeters of precipitation, a little bit drier as you get closer to the U.S. border. We'll zoom in and look at this here in a couple different ways in a moment. But as I add in next week, not much change. So here's the next 7 days, and then this is the 7 days that follow. So through August 30th, through August 5th and 6th, we really quiet down here on the backside of this midweek system. The probability of picking up half an inch or more of total precipitation, so that would be about 12.5 millimeters. You got that best chance here across portions of south central Alberta into south central Saskatchewan, kind of Calgary down to Brandon, and then up again toward Saskatoon is that area where I think we'll have the best chance for some heavier showers and storms. This is the probability of an inch or more, so 25 millimeters or more of precipitation here. Not real likely that a lot of folks are going to surpass an inch or 25 millimeters, but a pretty good chance here that, portions of southern Alberta that really need some rain, some of you are going to get it. Again, further south, it gets a little bit less likely, but these are some areas that have really been missed by some of the storms over the last several weeks. So it would be good to get some rain in this area. Again, Tuesday and Wednesday is when that would be. We'll go ahead and look at the NAM model. This is your pretty much dry Monday. If you're in far southern Manitoba, maybe some showers during the later part of the day, and then maybe some light rain in the Peace River and Grand Prairie area through the day today. This is Tuesday morning, midday Tuesday, and then Tuesday afternoon and evening, looking for showers and storms to pop up across portions of central and southern Alberta. This area of low pressure spins overhead Tuesday night into Wednesday. This is when portions of southern Alberta could see some of that badly needed rain. That would be Tuesday into Wednesday, tapering off Wednesday night into Thursday. The area of low pressure now across southern Saskatchewan as we get into Wednesday night, with showers and storms lifting into southern Manitoba. This is now the rest of Wednesday night into Thursday morning. This would be your day on Thursday. Starting to quiet off now with some of the heavier showers and storms now on the eastern side of the system, starting to dry out now beneath that upper level low, though it could still certainly be cloudy, cooler, and showery beneath that upper level low. Now, we've seen several rounds of severe weather over the last couple of weeks. Is that going to happen with this midweek system? Not likely, not in any sort of widespread, organized manner. As we kind of take a look at the available atmospheric energy here, this is the fuel for those showers and storms. This is looking like Monday evening as the area of low pressure is still kind of off to our west. All of the really high instability has now been pushed off to the south and east across the upper Great Lakes, parts of the upper Midwest, south of the Canadian border. So the first front that moved through took all the heat and humidity with it. And so now as this midweek system comes in, I'll show you now Tuesday afternoon and evening, the area of low pressure pulling into southern Alberta as we get into Tuesday evening. There is certainly some instability worked with there. That would mean, some rumbles of thunder, maybe some small hail with some of the more intense updrafts here, but all of the really volatile air that would really support organized damaging, severe storms are going to produce really big hail or high winds, or that tornado potential is going to be south of the U.S. border. Just looking for some rumbles of thunder, maybe some small hail with any intense storm that develops here. Likely just looking at some friendly showers and storms across the region this week. One more look at the national blended model, another precipitation forecast here for the next 7 days. Again, portions of south central Alberta could see that 25 millimeters of rainfall that we would desperately need. A little bit lighter as you get down toward the U.S. border. You see the heavier rain then kind of arc back up toward Highway 16, the Saskatoon area. You too could see 25 millimeters or so. You get a little further south, Regina, you're probably in that 5 to 15 millimeters range, and then south toward the U.S. border in Saskatchewan, getting a little drier, a trace to maybe a few millimeters. And then southern Manitoba, you're kind of in that 10 to 15, maybe less in some areas, maybe a little bit more in some areas range as we go through the next 7 days. Those temperatures, again, a shot of cooler air accompanies the midweek storm system, warmer and drier as we head through the weekend. Here's a look at Calgary. Again, mid-20s just about every day except Wednesday. It's going to be cool, cloudy, and dreary, a bit cooler on Wednesday. Edmonton, very similar. Saskatoon, a high of 29 on Tuesday, 20 behind the cold front on Wednesday. Regina from 26 down to 21, 20 degrees on Thursday, warming back up over the weekend. Pretty steady in Winnipeg here. You'll see that front move through late Wednesday into Thursday, dropping you from 25 on Wednesday to 21 on Thursday. But by and large, temperatures kind of bouncing between 21 to 25 degrees for your highs in Winnipeg, with overnight lows in the lower